Today, let's just start in our space, in our comfortable seat, whatever that means to you. I invite you to close your eyes or just keep a nice soft gaze if that's most comfortable. You bring your hands to rest on your lap, wherever you're seated. Maybe palms face up. This just is kind of a signal or an symbol that we're in a receptive mode for our class. We are the receiver. We're not the doer or the giver for this class. We do that usually through a lot of our life. We are the doer, the figure outer, the getting it done, always trying to figure out the next step, the next move. But right now, we just settle in this space. We are the beer. And let's just bring some awareness to our breath. Just feel it entering the nostrils. Following it in on the in breath and out on the out breath. Just bring our hands to rest lightly on the sides of our abdomen. And for this next breath, actually, let's bring one to our abdomen and one to right over our heart. And this next breath, we're going to feel the in breath begin to fill up our belly, then our chest, and then our collarbone and neck area. And on the out breath, we're going to feel it slowly leaving. So just kind of a visualization of filling up the belly, the chest, the collarbone and throat, and then a visualization of it leaving in that opposite direction. We'll begin with just inhaling and exhale. You just go at your own pace. Maybe adding a little constriction to the back of your throat, kind of like you're fogging a mirror. We're slowing down the breath a little bit. And take 2 more breaths. Excuse me. We can gently bring our hands back to our lap and float your eyelids open if they are closed. And let's just begin by working into the neck. So we'll start just by releasing. So bringing your hands to the ground, both arms are fairly straight. And then we'll start with bringing our left ear towards our left shoulder, stretching that right hand out, just coming on your fingertips. And just stopping where you stop, where you're feeling some therapeutic sensation in that stretch in your neck. We're not really going any further than what feels comfortable to us. I'm feeling the stretch all along the side of the neck, maybe into the shoulder. Maybe you can feel it down your arm. And then just tucking the chin slightly, still keeping the ear towards the left shoulder, and begin to draw the chin down towards your collarbone. Just changing the stretch ever so slightly. And coming back, bringing your head back to center. You can loosen this right arm a little bit, stretch the left arm out with your hands, your fingertips just touching the mat. And from here, we'll bring our right ear towards our right shoulder. And I do close my eyes a lot during my practice. And it just helps me a little bit to tune out the outside world and go inward, feel what I'm feeling in my body while I'm doing this. And we'll tuck our chin, changing up the stretch. And we'll come back up, bring your chin towards center, relax the arms. And let's just draw circles with our nose. So maybe starting clockwise circles, as big or as little as works for you, not sending your head too far back. Taking it nice and slow and mindfully. We'll do 3 on each side. So 3 clockwise. And 3 counterclockwise. And come back to center, and we'll bring the chin down. Just do some nodding, yes and no. 3 times. Not letting your head go back too far. Basically, your chin's coming back to be level with the floor. We're mostly just tucking the chin towards our collarbone and bringing it back up, floating the chin back up to neutral. And back to center, and just a couple yes, no's. Or I don't know. So bringing your chin side to side. Really getting every which way into our neck right now. Our trapezius is all attached right here to the back of our skull, and it comes down into our shoulders, into our shoulder blades, and it really affects a lot of our movement throughout our entire body. So there's no small part in our body when we come to loosening up the connective tissues, loosening up the muscles. There's no thing that's too small to work on. All right, let's do our shoulders. So let's take our right arm, draw it across our body, bring our left hand to that right shoulder, just giving a little pressure to it. This hand can be kind of soft, this arm can be soft. We don't have to hold a lot of tension there. And we'll hold this for about a minute. So it doesn't have to be a real tight hold. And we hold these a little longer. We just want to come to that first edge. We don't want to overly push it because we'll overstretch that area. We're kind of letting areas open up a little slower. Helps our body to not bind up. So the stretch response, our body will start to, when we start to stretch it further than it feels is appropriate, it will start to tighten up. So we won't get that deep stretch that we're actually looking for. So actually starting smaller and holding for a little bit longer, and you'll get further into the stretch. I feel like sometimes these early mornings, I can't tell if I'm making sense, but I do try. I know what I'm trying to say. So hopefully you're deciphering, getting the message. And let's let that arm down very slowly. Take a moment, maybe just bring your fingers to the floor next to you and just flex into them a little bit. Maybe just moving your fingers around on the mat. Maybe bringing them, coming onto the backs of the fingers, just moving some energy back up that shoulder. And we'll take the left arm and we'll draw it across the body. Bring your right hand to that left shoulder, just giving it a little bit of a squeeze. Again, this left arm can just be kind of soft here. Don't need to tense it up in any way. And notice where you're feeling it. That back left shoulder blade, maybe below that a little bit, into those upper left ribs. I like to go in and just really notice. Otherwise, you're kind of just, I'm getting a little stretch in my shoulder. You go in, you can see that it's all connected to other areas. And yeah, I can feel the back of my ribs. Like I'm almost giving the back of my ribs a nice little opening here as well. And slowly release that arm. Bring your fingertips down to the floor. And maybe again, some moving, actually getting into the knuckles a little bit here. So just bringing your fingers to face your legs so that you're on the back of your hand and just rolling back and forth on those knuckles. And then bring your fingers the other way and just pressing into them lightly. And this just actually moves some circulation into our shoulders and it works our joints. So we'll work on our shoulders. We're going to take them the other way in a little bit, but for right now, let's just roll them again just to move and lubricate. Rolling them back, rolling them forward, circling them forward. Maybe a little flexing back and forth. Yeah, let's do that. So let's take our hands in front of us, our arms in front of us, forearms facing each other. You can have your fists in a ball right in front of your chest. And then we're going to inhale as we open through the chest. Sending our shoulder blades back. Exhale as we round our back. Bringing our arms back together in front of us. Inhale as we bring our arms back, opening like a flower towards the sun. Exhale as we round our back, going in for the night. Just a few more times, really getting into the whole spine. You can feel this down into the root of your spine. So your pelvis is moving, your upper back, your neck, going nice and slow. And come back to center. Give your arms a nice little shake. Shaking from the shoulders down to the arms. Letting that tension leave your body. This is how we do it. Send the left leg out. Bring the right sole of the foot in towards your left thigh. We're going to turn over that left leg and slowly walk our hands down our mat and just fold over that left leg, coming as deep as is comfortable for you. I don't make it down very far. Some people might be right over the top of their legs, or you might be further up than me. Really noticing where you feel the stretch. Will be here for about 2 minutes. So breathing into that lower back. Feeling that stretch all along the right side of your body, down into your waist. Maybe the back of your leg. Each exhale, feel yourself getting a little heavier. And slowly walk your hands in closer to the body, coming back through center. You can stretch the legs out for a moment, coming back onto your hands. Just let the legs extend out in front of you, both of them together, maybe just flexing, curling the feet. Maybe coming onto the soles of the feet, and we'll just take our knees side to side. Giving it just a nice little twist into the body. And we'll set up on the other side. This time our right leg comes out. Our left foot is tucked into that right thigh, turning over the right leg, and we'll slowly walk our hands down our mat, folding over that right leg. Once you're here, just letting go and surrendering to this fold, feeling it everywhere you feel it, letting space slowly open in your body. And slowly make your way up. Coming back to center. Bring your legs together. And we'll take one more forward fold here. So inhaling nice and tall. And exhale, fold at the hips. Coming into our more classic forward fold. And I'm not rounding my back or letting my head hang here. I'm just keeping my back neutral. My legs are not flexed in any way. I'm really not engaging any muscles in my body that I can feel right now. Just a sense of letting go with each exhale. I say it every time. But it's just nice to keep that front and center, that we are surrendering in these poses. We're taking time to release resistance and blockages, which all are just different words for tension from our body, stress from our body. And when we relieve this tension and stress from our body, our nervous system calms down. Our master glands start emitting hormones more efficiently. We get more nutrients and oxygen to our brain. Right here, we're stimulating and heating up the digestive system. This little squeeze to the abdomen area. All these little micro changes that are happening through our body that add up over time to bigger changes. When we let go here, we might find at some point with these little micro changes we make throughout our practice that we notice bigger changes off the mat, that maybe we find situations that we're able to let go in a little quicker and easier. It's all about the micro changes that add up to the more noticeable changes in the end. Little choices. And let's walk our hands in closer to the body, roll up through the spine, and stay here for a moment. Eyes are closed, just noticing. Noticing any shifts. Let's bring our legs back in. And we'll just take some circling of the torso. Just bring your hands either to rest on your knees or your shins, keeping your sit bones nice and grounded. We're just going to inhale as we roll through the torso. So inhaling as we come forward, our chest is extended. Exhale as we round our back. Inhale as we come forward. Just letting our pelvis do most of the movement, but we can feel our whole spine moving here. It's a bit of a cat-cow with a rotation of our spine. So there's a lot going on here, really opening up space, getting that cerebral spinal fluid moving. We're going pretty slow. I'm not making huge motions here. These are fairly small circles. Let's reverse directions. Got a nice little shoulder pop there in a good way. And we'll come back to center. And let's just take a little bit of our side to side. So bending on one side as we stretch the other. Hands are by our sides, bending to the right or left. Just bending at the waist, feeling the contraction on the side you're bending, that stretch on the other side. And we'll bring our arms into it. So bringing your arm up with the stretched side over, up and over. You can take maybe 1 or 2 breaths or just hold it for a few seconds if that feels good. Each side. And coming back to center, we're going to make our way down and we're going to grab something to use for a supported bridge. So I'm going to use my bolster for this. If you have a block, you could use that instead, or you could take your blanket or a couple folded towels and just fold that and use that. So whatever you have handy to place underneath that lower back when we get down. So slowly coming down onto your back, knees are bent, soles of the feet are on the ground. And once you're there, pressing into your feet, lifting your pelvis off the ground, just enough that you can bring your support right underneath your sacrum, that solid part of your back. And then once it's there, really settling onto that support. Feeling that support. Feeling the support under your upper body, letting that go. Really letting go through your hips and your pelvis. Maybe feeling that wave breath again, filling up your belly and then your chest and then your collarbone, and then exiting in the opposite direction. Just like a wave. And let's bring our left knee in towards our abdomen. Stretch your right leg out here. And if that's intense, too intense, you can bring the sole of your foot back to the floor and bend that knee. So always listening to your body, taking what I say just as a suggestion, and then you deciding what is right for you. Let your shoulders be heavy. Continue to soften as the pose progresses. And slowly lower that left foot down. We'll bring the right knee in towards our abdomen. And then if it feels okay to you, extending the left leg out, coming onto our heel. Once we're here, it's getting nice and heavy through the shoulders, the upper body. Your arms are just heavy. They're not pulling. There's no muscle activation. Your fingers are just clasped together around your upper shin or your knee. And lower that right knee down. Bring both your knees in towards your abdomen, and we're going to extend our legs up. So the soles of our feet are reaching towards the ceiling, wherever they go for you. And then just kind of keeping your thighs right over your hips. If you need to adjust whatever support is underneath you to feel more supportive, do that. We'll just be here for about 30 seconds. This nice inversion, changing up the patterns in our body, sending fresh fluid and energy up through our entire system, our internal organs, our heart and our lungs, into our brain. And wiggle the toes. Let's circle the ankles, circle them one way, circle them the other way. And bringing your feet back down, pressing into the soles of the feet, lifting up just enough to remove your prop. Then we'll set up for Shavasana. So taking whatever you need to get comfortable, covering up with your blanket, maybe taking a cushion under your head or your knees, and then really letting everything go. Letting the tension leave your face and your body, feeling the support underneath your body, and just really letting go into it. Taking this time to reset, to heal. And begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Circling the wrists and the ankles. Like I always have a little yawn. It's a little reset for what I'm done. Good signal that my nervous system has come. Let's extend our arms up overhead. Bend at the knees, soles of the feet are on the ground. Take a nice little stretch, maybe taking your knees side to side. And then rolling over onto one side. Slowly make your way up. Close your eyes. Really feel that energy around your body. Notice the shifts. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Release through the mouth. Another inhale through the nose. Release through the mouth. Bring your hands together, rubbing them for a little heat and energy, bringing them in towards heart center. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste.